Let's talk about another common aquatic plant. So this plant right here, this is Amazon sword. There are a lot of different varieties of this plant. Echinodorus, Blehrai, Gyrus bachi. Well, they have all sorts of different complicated scientific names, but it goes on without saying that this is one of the best and very attractive looking low-tech aquatic plant out there. Um, and it's a great plant for beginners as well. Unlike stem plants, it won't basically grow so tall enough that it would sort of start blocking out, the light and stuff like that. It's a bit also difficult to propagate, but it's still very hardy and it grows very fast. It's a heavy root feeder. I mean, it needs a good nutrient-rich substrate. Let's just say. I mean, it would do fine if it's it can grow in gravel as well, but for its optimal growth you should probably target um, a bit nutrient rich substrate. This is like a dirty tank. I have dirt underneath this sand over here, so that's where I'm gonna grow these plants until I can find a better place to plant them in. Anyhow, so that aside, it is sort of a tropical plant, so it prefers warmer waters. I have personally noticed it grows a lot better in warmer waters, even though it will do absolutely fine in all sorts of water and conditions. But it's ideally it does best in warmer water and neutral pH, let's just say. This plant has really attractive broader shaped leaves. um, it can create a very good junglish look when you sort of plant it in groups towards the back, which makes it really attractive. It's very hardy. It's not at all, I mean, it won't die very easily, even if your tank has like ammonia spikes or whatever the case is. This plant is very sturdy. So that's why it's a great plant for beginners due to its, let's just say, uh, overall well versedness, if that's a word. But that side, it is mainly a background plant. You can also plant it in mid ground, but it does better in background because this plant tends to grow quite tall. Like it could literally reach almost 18 to 24 inches in height. I have seen plants that have grown that tall, but because I mean, if you don't provide it with adequate conditions, it will stay uh, I mean, more towards its normal size, but still it's a very fast grower. Aside from that, if it has a good access to nutrients. When it comes to light, it doesn't exactly have any special lighting requirements. It would do fine in any sort of low tech budget light as well. I mean, I've grown these under LEDs, and this plant was growing absolutely fine. But yeah, overall, it's not a demanding plant. It's a really good and attractive looking plant, so it's definitely something that beginners should give it a shot to.